about 10 kilometers north of Pasto in the northernmost part of Colombia, headed towards the border with Ecuador. And I thought you might want to see the landscape here. It's quite beautiful and green. I think our elevation here is around 2,500 meters. We rented a little colectivo van. We're in a van with about 10 other people. We've all paid $4 to go an hour and a half to the border town. I guess everyone on this is probably headed to Ecuador. In Otavalo, Ecuador, we're at the Condor Park, and the view is spectacular. So it's almost hard to believe we're here, but it's just, the Andes are just such a gorgeous mountain range. As you can see, the farmers have terraced the hillside with these little squares, like you'll see in other parts of the world, trying to take advantage of the farmland. So it makes a nice old charming checkerboard on the mountain.
Fue decomisado por la Policía Militar y el Ministerio del Ambiente hace ya más de 3 años en la ciudad de Riobamba. Aquí tenemos a Quispe, así se llama esta de Quispe. Van a estar en la
What do you want, $1? And looks like fried banana with queso or sugar or cheese for my gringo friends. We're in Cotacachi, Ecuador, in this town square, and as you can see, it's a very traditional South American town in Ecuador, and all the city folks are sitting around in the benches and enjoying their day, chatting away. So anyway, thought I'd bring you along for a ride. I'm gonna sneak into that church here in a minute. So we're in Otavalo, Ecuador right now, which is a mountain town about 3,000 meters above sea level, and we're going up higher, I think around 4,000 meters. And the taxi here, as you can see, it's a windy mountain road made with stone. It's quite a beautiful view. I thought I would show you this button right here. See this button? We read it online. It's a panic button. If you hit this button, it signals the police and they'll come help you. And there's a camera here also. I guess I don't know if it's it goes to the police or the taxi station, but it's meant to make people feel comfortable. The taxi driver, whose name I've never heard before, so I'm not going to be able to remember it, stopped here so we could take this panorama. Every direction you look is gorgeous, but so I thought I'd do a 360 video so you could see what we're experiencing here. Looks like Chunhui's doing a 360 at the same time, and it's just gorgeous. We rented this taxi for about, I guess it'd be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, for everything included for $30. And I'll let you see some of that blue up there. Look at that. So you can see the road is a little bumpy. But look at that blue sky. Isn't that amazing? The view here is just unforgettable. Looks like the clouds are going to win this battle, so we're probably just going to turn around and head back now. So we picked this spot to get a final photo before we head back. It sure is gorgeous though, isn't it? This is Dan here from Vagabond Buddha. I'm here in Ecuador in the Andes, enjoying traveling, which I do probably the whole year really, and that's one kind of freedom that I want to talk about, and that's the freedom, if you will, in the material world, which has different levels, and I spend a lot of my time trying to create a life of freedom, and freedom of movement is very important to me. So the way that I've done that is to work on the internet, and I've done various different things over the years since I've left the USA in 2007, and freedom of movement and freedom of your time. So having a lot of your time each day that's your own to do what you want, whether it's to travel or play an instrument or raise your children or whatever. That's one kind of freedom, and that kind of freedom comes from for me it's a prioritization thing. I don't really spend a lot of time or interest pursuing money, although it comes to me fairly easily. I've found over the years there's always more than enough money sitting around for what I need. I'm not I don't have a Ferrari, I don't have a Rolls Royce, but I own a little bit of real estate, and I have money coming in that pays for everything, and I'm able to travel the world, and that's the first kind of freedom that I focus on. And the other kind of freedom is a freedom that that comes from awareness, that has many different types of names, and that's the other kind of freedom. And those are the different names for it. Maybe are living in the now, or being aware that you have a mind, but you're not your mind. So that's the second kind of freedom, and I'll call it a freedom from suffering, or freedom from pain that comes from believing that you are your mind. And so those are the two types of freedom that I, if you will, specialize in. I'm not expert really in either, but I'm a good guide. So feel free to subscribe and listen to my videos, and I can help you find both kinds of freedom, whether it's ideas that I have myself, or I can point in the direction of other people that are very good at doing various different kinds of the two different kinds of freedom. And because I've succeeded and failed along the way at both types of freedom, I have some pretty good clues that I can give to you. So feel free to check in from time to time and watch my videos. And I'm going to go back to enjoying this beautiful mountain, which is, as you can see, starting to fog over a little bit in the Andes in Ecuador, but is beautiful nonetheless. So thanks for stopping by. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. Oh, if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to click like and or subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that you can learn more of these two different types of freedom that I like to learn about and share. And also feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your day. It's a remarkable spot here. We're driving down the mountain from the lake, and just had the taxi driver stop so I could shoot this. I thought you can see these mountains are just very beautiful, and they have these terraced little farms on them. They're really beautiful. I thought you'd like to see this, so here it is. There's our Chunghoy and our taxi. Enjoying this. Look at the sky. It's just gorgeous. Hey, Dan here, Vagabond Buddha in Otavalo, Ecuador. And I just thought it would be fun for you to see what $15 per day buys you here in Otavalo. This is an Airbnb apartment, and let me show you. So there's the front door, and there's the gorgeous Chunghoy of Hobo Ventures. Here's the kitchen. We're actually just checking out now and going to Quito. There's our living area, there's our big screen TV, there's the second bedroom, has 2 beds, and here is the master. As you can see, it's kind of a cute place. $15 a day, including electricity, water, and it has Wi-Fi. And it's right in the good area. It's about 2 blocks from the largest market in South America. We're on the bus to Quito. This is the chicken bus. This is it's $2.50 per person for a 2-hour bus ride. As you can see, it's not well attended today. There's only like 6-8 people on here. So we're signing off from Otavalo.
From Otavalo to Quito, don't worry that Nomad, just come to the bus terminal. You will get the bus to Quito.
If you have $2.50.
Yes.